Je risque rien de toute façon. Hein? Ouais. Qui? Oh. Salut. Il embrouille tout le monde. Bah oui. Hop, nouveau. Ouais, en vrai, c'est trop bien. Moi, je l'ai découvert, genre, je crois que c'était sur PS3.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam, 14 Adam.
C'est beaucoup trop fort.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Maintenant, c'est un jeu de moins de 18 ans. Il n'y a pas le droit. Parce que tout à l'heure, il m'a dit c'est un jeu de moins de 18 ans. Je fais ouais. Ah oui. Il fait OK.
We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We got places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Hop, là c'est moi.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
What now?
Have a good look around. It could be anywhere. Look at this junk. It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
On appuie sur X.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at
Circumstantial.
Oh, non, moi je sais pas vu que j'avais vu.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps. I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap. We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Salut Shadow.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Salut
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. 2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here. Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks than help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Par contre, c'est... Carte. Ok.
Take the next right.
Officer needs help, 103 and East.
Turn left up ahead. Stay on this road.
$22h26.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole.
Modèle 26.
You see it on there?
Cross nacré.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Okay.
Anytime.
Ouais, moi j'aime
Always
bien.
happy to help out the LAPD.
Mais là c'est un peu ennuyant parce que c'est le début. Mais...
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Go left here. Take the next right turn. You need to take the next left. Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
Take the next right.
Go straight. I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind. Go straight through. Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse. Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Yeah.
You gonna leave a street light intact on this block?
Ouais. Heureusement qu'on n'a pas fermé le stop. Je te jure. On serait en train de s'éclairer avec une ampoule. Ouais.
Schroeder,
Apartment 2.
Mon Dieu. Wow.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy? Quit prancing around and hit me.
Oh, je suis nul.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I heard.
Ah bah merci de me l'avoir dit. Mais pourtant je. On va tout mettre aux deux. Voilà.
Felt it. Lucky you caught me off guard.
Là ça va
Keep
mieux.
an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Déjà je dois ramasser mon chapeau.
Là il y a Uno.
Où?
Sur Switch.
Ah.
Même que sur téléphone.
Putain.
Nothing significant.
Ah ouais.
This isn't what we're looking for.
C'est pas ça. Ah, ça va pas être ça.
I doubt it.
Non, il faut que j'aille voir dans sa chambre, je crois. C'est pas où? Non. Ok, là, on se barre. Ok, le petit carnet, il est là.
List of names and a series of numbers.
Floyd
Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation, or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner, and leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy?
Ouais,
Who
le
are
jeu, il
you
est trop
two?
bien.
Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Bah après c'est bête parce qu'il est en anglais, du coup faut toujours lire. Armée dangereux.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Go straight over the intersection.
Je viens de lâcher un drift avec la voiture des flics. Ah ouais, je crois que j'ai un pont.
Weapons on the ground, now! Yo, now! Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
chance, copper. Closer?
Stay down.
Ah, je lui ai éclaté le dos.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or winning a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Oh, plus qu'un abonné, puis on a eu 530. Pacifique électrique.
Cole Phelps, Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
Putain, on est 5, il y a que
I know
lui qui
that,
parle.
Mom. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourselves.
Allez, allez, plus vite, plus vite, plus vite, plus vite.
He's hiding in the alley!
Allez.
Bowers! Hold
Là,
it
il va
right there!
tourner, mais il est bête là, le gars.
Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
You don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up,
Ça
Wendell!
suffit. Non.
Stay the hell away from me.
Aïe. Il est sérieux, lui?
You gotta be kidding!
You fucking asked for it.
Ah ouais, apparemment.
There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then.
Putain, à chaque fois il m'enlève mon chapeau. C'est sérieux.
Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Oh, au début, c'est chiant, il y a plein de cinématiques.
Being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10.
Merci,
Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Ouais, lui.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up, gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one goal.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Alors, fouiller la scène de crime. Déjà, on va fouiller le mec.
Broad daylight, a crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Tête et les bras. Ok, il a rien. Ok. Ok, il a un petit truc dans sa poche. Salut Phoenix, comment tu vas? Banque of Arcadia, ok, non. Appartement, ok, il y a le prix. Il habite à Bordeaux, ouais. Bon, moi ça va nickel. Phoenix. Non. Au niveau des bras. Il n'y a rien dans sa poche? Non. Le bras. Putain, il se passe rien sur son corps à lui. Oh bon, tu sais, j'ai l'habitude. Phoenix. Attends, il y avait un truc là. Ah ok, c'est mégots. Je crois que c'est des mégots. Ah non, c'est des
Shell
loups.
casings. These look like 32s.
Vas-y, prends-les, mets-les dans un sachet. Non, je peux pas passer avec lui. Ouais, mais je l'ai déjà examiné en fait. Bah, normalement, si, mais bon, là, ils y sont pas. Alors. Je vais pas les forcer. Hein. Individu, victime. Voir les preuves. Fusillade. Par contre, on n'a pas le... Ils me disent de faire un truc. On va aller voir dans le magasin. Peut-être ils ont vu quelque chose dans le magasin.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Oui, il est parti pour découvrir des indices.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting.
Ah non, je m'appelle Phil Phelps.
Did you know the victim?
Cole Phelps, je crois, un truc comme ça.
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Ok. Les informations sur les témoins sont ok. Les questions sont indiquées sur la page à droite.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened?
Ce que vous avez vu.
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Si vous pensez que t'es mon moment et que vous pouvez... Ah ok, d'accord. Ah mais elle regarde partout autour d'elle. C'est pas vrai aussi. Intimidée.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. Do you want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Attends, c'est bon, j'ai plus rien si tu mens. Faut la m'agresser. Putain, ça serait moi le flic, je t'aurais embarqué.
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
Dans la poubelle. Ah mais oui. Salut Laurent, ça va et toi?
FN Browning.
Numéro de
Serial number
série, ça doit
01138.
ça, un américain.
Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. Girl saw it all, but she clammed up on one.
Immédiat, on pourrait essayer de remonter la piste.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Ah non, merde. Armurerie.
Next right.
Ok, prochaine à droite. Bien vu, lui.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
You should take the next right. Stay on this road.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Putain, le magnifique drift que je viens de faire, c'était beau. Merde, c'était là.
You want me to keep tabs on the path of destruction you're creating? It might come in handy at your trial.
Armurerie, Eagleson, 14h36.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
Salut,
FN Browning,
Dr.
model
Spencer.
1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it.
C'est un truc d'Européen.
Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah.
That's a
Kalu.
truc.
Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Ok, enquête à la bijouterie. Ok. Bijouterie. Et il est quand même complexe comme jeu. Hein. Parce qu'il faut bien regarder si les gens ils montent pas et tout. Ouais, c'est la noire. Brutus.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hey, go, go, go!
He's getting away!
Kalu! Get back here!
Waitress.
There he is! See him? Too late, Kalu!
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think
Bon,
you
les gars,
might
là,
be
il va
ready for
falloir
that?
m'aider. Hein. Regardez bien
Yes,
le
sir.
suspect.
I think I am.
Et vous me dites tout ce
Good
que je
man.
dirai.
You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Alors, Edgar Kalu.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Ah, je crois que j'ai raté.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Bon, ça veut dire qu'il dit vrai alors.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Voir les preuves. On va aller voir. Fusil.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Oh mais
Come on,
non,
Mr.
c'est
Kalu.
accusé.
Make this easier on yourself.
Salut,
Get it off your conscience.
salut. Comment tu vas?
You think I'm stupid? Think I'll just do whatever you want because you're a nice guy? I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles.
C'est
We're
la
done.
noire.
Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Ah, j'ai le seum.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Je vais encore me faire engueuler.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
En plus, je dis, c'est l'accusé, mais non, je suis autre chose encore.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Accusé.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Alors.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you work.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Oh putain, le collègue.
Let's change the subject.
Changeons de sujet.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Bah moi je pense que c'est lui, hein, vu qu'il y a l'arme et tout. Et c'est lui qui a été la chercher à l'armurerie.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh non, j'ai eu faux.
Go flap your gum somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Que j'ai gagné 5 XP. Mais je sais pas si avant il y avait des niveaux.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Putain, il veut que j'y retourne. C'est une blague. Putain, on aura passé du temps sur cet interrogatoire.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my
On
lawyer.
peut pas passer ça à chaque fois, non?
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Bon les gars, aidez-moi. Du coup là, on va faire fusillade.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Du coup là, on sait que c'est l'accusé. On va l'accuser. Ouais, lui, c'est parce qu'en fait, je rate le truc, en fait. Hop, c'est l'accusé. Du coup là, mais c'est le deuxième. Putain, non, oui, mais elle est dévoilée lors d'un cambriolage il y a 2 ans. Il ne pourrait pas prouver que j'ai utilisé mon arme sur Gage. Qu'est-ce que j'avais fait là?
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you work.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Angle antisémite.
Let's change the subject.
Change pour
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Cohen?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Là, je fais quoi? Intimider, amadouer ou accuser? Qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Parce qu'il regarde, genre, je vais l'accuser. Je l'intimide. Ok. Ah oui, bien joué de retour. Greffalgui est de retour. Vous avez insulté, vous êtes flic, cette espèce d'enfant de gueule de merde. Cette ordure de
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu. I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Ah, bien joué.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits,
Trouvez-vous 2
get them
costumes,
pressed.
vous allez en avoir besoin.
You'll be needing them.
Oh, j'étais promu. Ok, lui, y a pas de souci. Hollywood. La 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 la. La place du mort. C'est pas grave. Ah, ça vole pas haut.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief
Non, il est
detective
bien,
and
je vois.
advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of LA is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Ok, de retour. Bah là, toujours flic, mais sauf que j'ai été promu.
Warm Central Division, welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Burkowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Burkowski.
Bah j'ai augmenté de rang.
He knows traffic inside now. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Côté au dépôt de marchandises. Véhicule abandonné. Ok. Du coup là, faut trouver la sortie.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Song and dance right now.
Hey, isn't it the cop who solved the big case?
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct. So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Burkowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant, fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home, did a year on the beat, now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
Left here.
No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished?
Careful!
Oh non. Ah si.
You finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, but...
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and Saris.
On va aller faire le truc là avec le petit bonhomme.
11K, go ahead, KGPL.
Merde.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Saris. Suspect is a male Caucasian.
Tireur masqué.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
Viens ici, petite enflure. Et je vais le fumer, hein.
I'll take you all down with me.
Sérieux, les... Bah GTA c'est pas trop comme la vraie vie quoi, tu vas faire des braquages et tout quoi. Ça m'étonnerait qu'on fasse ça tous les jours. Voilà, j'ai fait une petite mission annexe les gars.
Open your eyes!
Right here.
You could have killed him.
You know, this isn't a tank.
Bah nous on joue plus à GTA, on joue qu'à Red Dead et encore il faut acheter le mode online.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Bah oui, pourquoi ils sont pas là? Ils mangent pas.
This is your first case, Phelps.
Oh.
It's okay to admit it if you're stumped.
T'as le
You don't know
droit
what
de
to
dire.
do next, just come talk
Je
to
sais
me
pas
and
comment tu prends le verbe en parler,
we'll see
on
what
verra
we
ce
can
qu'on
figure
prend.
Thanks,
Merci
Stefan.
Stéphane.
You're okay.
Dépôt de marchandises de PE.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car,
Voiture abandonnée,
probably
probablement
stolen.
volée.
The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
Règle.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiffs yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Bon, du coup, déjà là, on a déjà un nom et bah du coup la voiture quoi.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Quoi?
I better get back to work, sir.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Ah, non, il y a...
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Hop, là on va regarder les petits papiers qu'il y a. Alors, abattoir F. Morgan. $3 par. Ok, du coup on a deux suspects. Déjà. Hop, c'est tout. Alors, Adrien Black. Ouais. Yeux bleus, cheveux bruns, mariés. Ok.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here? Happier times, I guess.
Hop.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired, by the look of it.
Tu crois lui? Stenzel. Ok, bon. Là, ce qu'on va faire... Hop. Individu. Ouais. Alors. Faut que j'aille interroger Madame Blake. Elle est où Madame Blake aussi? Elle est là ou pas? Oh, attendez. Oh.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Bah là... Ouais, c'est sûr qu'il a perdu beaucoup de sang. Qu'est-ce que c'est un paquet de cigarettes?
I think this is going to help us.
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet.
Du coup, on n'a pas
Keep
encore fini.
searching.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure.
Ouais, je
Saw
l'ai
it
fait
just
poser là,
sitting
le
there.
rôle d'endroit pour regarder sa voiture.
Strange place to be parking your car. Figured
Je me
I'd
suis
better
dit,
take a look.
voir que j'ai vu tout le
And then
sang,
I
j'ai
saw
appelé la
all the
police.
blood. So I called the police.
Présence sur la scène de
Mind
crime.
if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Oh, ça c'est chiant, ça c'est bizarre. Intimidé.
You're holding out on me. Spill it.
I'm telling you all I know. I already wasted hours getting involved in this thing.
Lien avec Adrien Blake.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Ok, lui, il est franc, lui.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did.
Oui, il y a 2 nuits.
A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of spilled out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
It's a simple question.
I wouldn't know what was in that wallet. I never touched it.
Ah, putain, j'ai vu.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
This scene is a mess. Could have been a dozen different crimes committed down here with all the bows hopping freights.
Searching.
Mais de quoi je continue à chercher? Ah, ça j'avais pas vu ça. Ouf.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Hey, Flatfoot, you're looking to get rid of that old crate? I'll give you a nickel for it.
Have a word with the witness. It's not often we get eyeballs in a case like this.
.620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill, a couple blocks north of Central Station.
So, what do we tell the wife?
Play it by the book. No stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
Any Central unit of 415, possible mental case at 7th and Flower, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tab.
But why leave the car?
Well, obviously someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Watch what you're doing!
How so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, Phelps. Doesn't add up.
Keep going on this road.
Si, mais elle est dégueulasse. Moi, je te la mets, elle est dégueulasse.
Did you read about the guy on the crossing yesterday? No, what happened? Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and
he's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, Phelps. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
Moi, je sais.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition, Mikowski.
Don't worry.
Putain, c'est une belle maison quand même. Domicile des Blake, 11h36.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder-to-cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room.
J'ai fait du thé. Bien sûr, on va dire ça au bout d'un moment. J'ai fait du thé, vous en voulez?
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Enquête au domicile de Blake.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
No good to me. Don't think this is any use to us.
Oh.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Barkham, California.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. And I should have an address.
Chauffe-eau, gaz, plomberie.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Ok, j'y vais. Attends, parce qu'il y a un téléphone. J'utilise clairement le téléphone des gens.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Pas encore.
Thanks for your help.
Hop. Déjà ça c'est fait. On a déjà une adresse. On va aller voir à l'extérieur. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à l'extérieur? Il n'y a pas un... Ah, regardez. On peut pas y aller? Non, on peut pas y aller. On peut pas venir ici. Salut voilà. Reçu de l'abattoir.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Ouais, bah c'est fait par les créateurs de GTA.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Où se trouve Adrien?
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Jamais avant. Nickel.
Continue to respond, okay?
You need to take the next left. Straight on here. Straight through the next intersection. Straight on.
Straight on. On roule vite là quand même.
Christ alive!
On est retourné ici quoi.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. You know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Look dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr.
C'est le genre des
We'll
sirènes.
contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
I have a feeling we haven't gotten the whole story from the Black's family home. We should head back there.
On devra retourner à la maison des Blake. Domicile des Blake. On y retourne. Là, ça va chier.
Why aren't you using the siren? Straight through at the next junction. Keep going on this road. Straight ahead. Straight through the next intersection. Straight through at the next junction.
Any Central unit of 415 possible mental case at 7th and Flower unit to handle code 3 identified.
Straight on here.
Putain, c'est toujours plus drôle leur truc.
Turn left up ahead.
Ouais, on l'a.
Slow down! They killed me!
Quoi? Qui? Qui?
Ah! Unbelievable!
Ok, bon bah on rentre comme ça chez les gens. Ok, elle a toujours pas bougé elle.
I'm sorry. If there's nothing more, I really think I should.
La boîte de lunettes à télévision.
Must be Adrian's.
On peut ouvrir? Ouais. Ah ouais, Stenzel.
Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Ah mon cher Adrien, je me sens si seul et je me languis de toi, mon amour, reviens vite. Ok.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Oh, il y a encore les allumettes là. T'as des petits niveaux et tout, enfin des petites missions et tout. Genre faire 5 parties en ligne et tout. Ligne de chemin de fer nord-ouest Pacifique. De Los Angeles vers Seattle. 3 décembre 1946.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Ok, on va aller interroger grand-mère.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
C'est-à-dire, je lui répétais sans cesse, j'étais vieille, il essayait de les réparer lui-même, il dure adhésif, elles sont affreuses. Photographie signée.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
You and your husband are in separate bedrooms. What gives? Did you want him out of the way, Margaret?
No, I did not. My husband and I may have drifted apart, but it wasn't my choice.
Oh non, j'ai eu faux. Ouais, c'est pas grave. Pouvant être lié ou non à l'enquête.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So.
Comme ça, vous êtes un ami de Courtney.
Yes, doctor.
Le docteur. Bon, après les gars, moi j'arrête. Je passe la cinématique et j'arrête. Division aveugle.
I can't get him out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your nerves.
Je refais demain si vous voulez. Mais j'en ai rien, je veux que vous vous souveniez des bonnes choses passées de vous.
Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Ok, du coup, c'était un médecin un peu drogué de la vie ou je sais pas quoi. Moitié fou. Lieu domicile des Blake. Ok.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Ah ouais, par contre, le mec, il avait la pire chambre ever.
Doesn't look like anything.
Ok, en avion.
I don't think so.
Mais je suis sûr, il y a un tuyau. Le tuyau, là, je suis sûr, il vient d'ici. Parce que tout à l'heure, il a dit allons voir dehors. C'est pas pour rien. Ah.
Maybe. No.
Ah, voilà.
No use leaving the thing half
J'ai fait la
finished.
chose à moitié. Carrément, on fait de la plomberie maintenant.
That can't be right.
Ah non.
No, that won't work.
C'est de l'autre côté là-bas. Mais il manque un bout.
So the pipe
Donc le
missing
tuyau
from
manquant
Mr.
du
Black's
chauffeur
heater is the same one that killed him.
qui l'a tué, on dirait que Chan n'était
Seems
pas
like the
étranger à
assailant is a
cette
little
maison.
closer to home.
Bon allez les gars, moi j'arrête là. Je referai le live demain pour continuer la suite. Quoi, bah à demain tout le monde et puis à ce soir sur le live à ma chérie.